The writing. You write what you write. Natalia. This is for the third. Or whatever yesterday was. No, the fourth, I guess. Natalia. Who you aren't. You are not my daughter any more than I am your father. As such, I owe you no truth, and instead offer as fantastic a lie as one can muster to achieve the most heinous agenda. You aren't lunar, a silly word I created. That wasn't the first MAD, mutually assured destruction threat. You aren't merely a fad to be followed, just to feel like you fit in, or just to feel like someone fits in. A sham of an ego clinging to the desecration of the sacred to sustain a life of Lazarus and ignorance. Your name isn't stolen from some ant farm echo, but that doesn't mean you aren't the serpent of light, a true legacy of ancient Cristianos. Nope. But you will be molded and prodded to assume the religion of the anti-Cristianos, Rome's Abrahamic. And if you don't comply, all those nice adults won't turn to demons and banshees. They'll just not want to give up for your own good. You can't be the ancient Cristiano. Prophecy of Quetzalcoatl's return to set things right. You were born to serve a man. He'll be called God, and you will be convinced he plays a more significant role in your life than your experience. When they hurt you, they will call him into it. You will not talk to birds and meet trees, lest they distract you from order. You are not the pace of a drone din. You aren't a poet. You aren't a lesbian, even if you are. Even if you are. Even if you are. And I want you to know, especially with this, even if you are, the extent of torture will be magnified infinitely, so as to make sure you suffer so much that you cannot think a second of what it means to be who you are, if that so should be a lesbian. And your mother's committed to this. Crossed her heart, hope to die, stick a needle in her eye. She'll make sure her baby cry, or die before they turn into that kind of a life. Sworn by her God. When they hurt you, they will call him into it. You will not talk to birds or meet trees, lest they distract you from order. You are not the pace of a drone din. You aren't a poet. You aren't a lesbian, even if you are. And supposedly that doesn't matter to you. You are not going to think marijuana is an amazing life form, just a dirty drug. You won't be told it cures cancer, because that doesn't matter to you as it goes. You won't know about the 1,000-petaled lotus, the rise of Rome, or if I shaved or cut my hair. You won't visit a Sikh temple. It wouldn't do you any good. It's actually where I'm going today. You won't taste the food I cook to tell me what you think. It'll seem insane, my view on food and nutrition. How sad it was to see me stuff this glob in your mouth. How sneaky I was, but how safe you are. I don't know you yet, but I've seen so much. I've seen you drop everything to help and give it all your strength. I've seen you so amazed at the way a thing worked. Before you could walk, you skateboarded. I have seen you walk a mile before you could walk. I have seen you step on a snail, and I said bye for you. You are not your culture or religion. The simplest and most profound truth is that we are the legacy of humanity. Don't let the story of Eve sink in too deep. They want to curse you and turn you into a slave. They use what they call love. It is pure evil. You don't have to fight them. They have to fight you. I gave your mother what she wanted, and she proved herself. Never let the story steal the truth. She saw you and how happy you were with me. She saw how healthy you stood to other babies. She told herself it was her willingness to deny you her breast and to stuff powder down your throat that brought that about. It is why she loves cops and courts. She feels like with them she won. I told her she is a fool. That all these wicked deeds will be her undoing and the greatest test you ever face. God is a slave owner. Jesus is a warmonger. The Bible is a tool of evil empire. You are what they are against. You are a truth unheard. They have to fight you for themselves, their greed, their worthless lives, to save their gods. You have no gods other than the Sacred Mother, which is who you are.